Welcome to the Monster House Library today. I'm Juniper Taggart, and today we are here with Eric Watling, author of Loons on the Lake, our newest release.
Hi. Hi, June.
Hi. Are there any elements from your own family in this very family-centered story, and are there any memories that stand out?
Yeah, so my father was a forester in New Brunswick for 30 odd years, and he passed away from cancer a few years back. And after he passed, I kind of thought, how do you remember people? Because it's very shocking at how quickly you kind of start forgetting things about people. So yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, how am I going to have my father's memory go forward and like for my son. So I thought of this time that him and I went to a camp. He took me to a camp called Kendrick Lake, and yeah, we spent the day doing some fishing, although it's catch and release, and playing guitar, paddling around the lake, looking for loons. We've seen all different types of animals there. And it just kind of, it was a memory that stayed with me forever. And yeah, that night, we had a campfire, watched the stars. So it was, yeah, it's what the story's based off of. So.
What does your perfect day at the lake look like?
Oh, it's a good one. It'll have to be early in the morning. Get out there, and maybe there's a little bit of fog on the lake. Maybe go for a little fish. But I always like to kind of explore the different areas on the lakes. There's usually, if it's Canada, there's usually some loons hanging out in the shade, and you can hear them. Probably head back and maybe cook up some hot dogs, something real Canadian. Usually I like playing music too, so maybe play some guitar and just spend some time by the water. And yeah, I think it'd have to be a nice day too. Sunny but not too hot, and no mosquitoes. That would be perfect. Yeah.
When writing, if you get stuck, what is one thing you can do to get back on track?
For myself, I usually take a break. So I'll step away from the part that I'm stuck at, and maybe I'll skip forward a little bit to the other ideas I have. And like a lot of my children's books, my stories, they rhyme. So it's it makes it a little bit more difficult, I find, to find the right word. So I'll have to find like a synonym, something similar to it, maybe that word, and come back, and I usually just kind of step away from it and come back, and usually it works pretty well.
Yeah.
I've never had to completely shred a story yet, so.
No, it's amazing what just stepping away and coming back to it can do. Or
yeah.
Coming back to it after looking at something else.
A fresh mind, yeah.
At Monster House, we love sparking an interest in reading and showing people that sort of anyone can become an author if they put their mind to it. What advice might you give to sort of the next generation of writers that might be watching this interview now?
The advice I would give is to stay true to yourself, and to everybody has a story, I think, and everybody's story matters.
Yeah.
Of course, day to day, we're caught up with what's going on in the world and this and that, and we read all these other people's stories, but I mean, a lot of the times it's from their own experiences. So your experiences, your truths, they impact other people, and you might have an amazing story inside you that you'll never know if you don't write it down. So yeah, I don't know.
What is it about Loons specifically that made you want to write this story?
it's the call of the loon,
Mm.
which is like I don't think there's anything that makes you feel like I'm in the woods than hearing a loon calling right at dusk. It's an incredible, slightly eerie
Yeah.
feeling too. So Canadian wolf bird. So I don't
Yep.
know. It's yeah. So it's in its honor of Looney, which is like it's kind of an iconic Canadian symbol.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's lots of books about bears, but maybe not so many about loons. So.
Yeah. Give the loon some love.
That's right, exactly.
What is your favorite wild animal you've seen wow out in the wilderness?
Well, there is a part, this is and I always think about this, but there is a part in the story where it talks about a moose
Yeah.
swimming across a river, or across the lake, and that actually happened. So my father and I, we were sitting at the cabin, and he was cooking hot dogs, I was playing guitar, and there was loons in the background, and all of a sudden a moose walked out from the forest and started swimming across the lake in front of us. And I thought, this is just the most Canadian thing that there ever was. But yeah, that's like that one memory. And then my dad was like, well, let's go hop in the canoe. And we went out in the canoe, and we kept our distance from it, but it was such a cool thing to see. Like, moose are very good swimmers, by the way. Very good swimmers. But yeah, that has always stayed in my head.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an unforgettable memory.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
What is sort of the key message or takeaway you hope readers will get from Loons on the Lake?
With this one, I think it's kind of, it's to step back from the day-to-day and just enjoy the nature around us, to enjoy our world and the beauty that's in it. And there's all different types of animals in the story. And, you know, if you're on your phone, if you're busy doing other things, or, you know, it's, I think if there was something that I wish that people would do is maybe enjoy the beauty of the wilderness a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or not, I shouldn't say a little bit more, just to go out and enjoy it, because maybe there's lots of people that are doing that already. But yeah, there's so many beautiful things. I mean, this was something that I had done when I was a kid, and it stayed with me my whole life. So yeah, make memories.
What was your favorite part about making Loons on the Lake?
I think my favorite part was to see the memory that I had as a kid be translated onto paper, and then to be able to share that with my own son.
Yeah.
And then, of course, after Jamie had sent us the draft of the pictures, you know, I got to show him, be like, you know, this is kind of supposed to be me and your grandpa. And it's different for him where he's never met him. So he gets to see him on the paper and then see, you know, such a heartfelt memory that I have with my father. It's, yeah, when it all kind of came together, it was like that was the best part, to see the writing and the illustrations combined. It's just, that was kind of the end goal that I had in my head. And if nobody bought the book, I don't know. For myself, it still would be worth it.
Yeah.
So, but go out and buy the book.
All right, you've mentioned having some experiences with loons out in the wild and everything. Would you like to give us your best attempt at a loon call?
Whoa. Whoa.
That's good.
Is that scary enough? It's pretty freaky.
Yeah, very eerie. Goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for coming and interviewing with us today. This has been a lovely time, and I know I learned some stuff about this book, and I hope other people will as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Monster House. Yeah.
If you are interested in learning more about this book and other projects we have on the go, follow us on Instagram at Monster House Publishing. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.